Haya, nakuuliza Mr. President, unasema, ninasikia kama unasema unataka kukutana na watu wa nini, leaders wa Gen Z. Gen Z hakuna leaders yao. Gen Z ni watu wa Kenya. Hao ndio wameamua kutoka. Unaona? Na unataka kukutana na youth yao, unataka kuenda kufanya nayo nini? Jua hao wana youth. Ukitaka kukutana na hao wenyewe ndio youths wa Kenya. Unaona? Hawana leader yao. Wale wamejitolea tu kama wana Kenya. Unaona? Sasa unasikia kama unasema unataka leaders yao utaongea nao. Unataka kuongea nao nini? Wewe tengeneza tu maneno, reject bill, mwaga chini. Endelea na ile 2023. Alafu baadaye budget ya nyingine ndio utakaa chini, utaangalia mali umekosea, mali umefanya mzuri, maneno yaendelee. Juu sisi tuko Kenya. Na Kenya ni yetu. Hakuna Kenya nyingine. Tukiharibu hii Kenya yetu hakuna mali tutaenda. Naona. Sasa ninakwambia Mr. President, wenyewe ulisema ulichaguliwa. Sasa hii naona kama unatembea na almost 5400 security. Wakati ulikuwa unatafuta kura kwa wananchi, ulikuwa unatembea mpaka huko tetoni huko ndani. Mpaka unasalimiana watu, unakula na watu kwa hoteli za kibanda. Sasa hii ulienda kanisani jana Nyahururu huko. Naona kama umepanga squad ya security 5400. Almost umejua kusema kweli, hao watu walikuwa na kula, walikuwa na lala, walikuwa na. Sasa hebu piga budget. Hiyo pesa jana ulispend kwa hao watu ilikuwa pesa ngapi? Naona. Na kuna children wanasafa hapa downtown hapa. Naona. Kuna children wanalala njaa, wanalala kwa baridi. Watu kama hao ndio nafaa unasaidia. Naona. Mtu ako na payslip, bado naongeza ya pesa. Na kama unaona nchi na anaumia. Kwa nini unafanya hivyo Mr. President? Ya tatu. Hii nchi hakuna tribe ati hii ni tribe, hii ni tribe. Nchi ni moja. Tribe ni moja. Kenya ni moja. Kama kugawa mali, gawa tu equally. Juu tuko 2020 constitution inamaanisha kila mtu ako na right yake. Mkenya ako na right yake ya kusifanya nini? Ya kuongea. Kama hajaona mali ya serikali inaendelea mzuri anaongea. Ndio kwa maana wana Kenya waliotoka, wale youth ni wa Kenya. Wale sio youth wa kutoka Uganda, wala kutoka Tanzania, wala kutoka wapi. Sio foreign youth. Ni youth wa kutoka hapa Kenya. Na wao ndio wanatoa tax. Kusema kweli hao youth ndio wanatoa tax kusema ukweli. Juu wale wanafanya kazi. Unaona? Juu akienda kununua kitu kwa duka ametoa tax. Kufanya nini ametoa tax? Unaona? Na hao youth ndio nasema hatunatakia kazi. Sasa hii ma youth wengi wameapply nini ID. Wameapply passport. Kuanzia Januari hadi leo bado hawajapata hizo vitu. Unaona? Na ulisema youth unapeleka ng'ambo kufanya kazi. Kazi gani unataka kutafutia watu youth nje na hapa Kenya kuna kazi? Wewe fanya hivi. Tengeneza industries. Ita investors wakwae hapa. Tax usiweke juu. Ukiweka tax juu, investor hata kuja hapa. Juu atakuwa analipa stima juu, maji atakuwa analipa juu, ushuru ya kampuni atakuwa anaweka juu. Sasa watakuwa ana pesa yenye wanapata juu. Hakuna biashara mwenye mtu anaweza fanya na apate hata kitu yake juu yake. Unaona? Sasa mimi nakwambia, please calm down. Ongea na youth, ongea na Kenya. Kenya ndio party, Kenya ndio kiongozi, na Kenya ndio government. Wananchi ndio government. Uwezi sema unataka overtax mtu na kuna services umempatia. Naona. Tengeneza nyumba yako. Tengeneza nyumba yako mzuri, kisha tengeneza nyumba yako mzuri, karibisha wageni. Naona. Wageni ni foreigners, investors wakoje. Peleka nini chini, tax chini. Wacha kupeleka tax juu. Juu uwezi kuniambia ati mkate unataka mtu anunue 70. Mkate ni 400 grams. Wewe unataka ununue 75 bob. Naona. Na mkate ni akuanga affordable food ya majority hapa Kenya. Naona. Sasa ukipeleka kila kitu juu, watu watafanyaje? Naona. Sasa mimi nakuomba tu Mr. President, wewe ulisema ulishachaguliwa, ukishachaguliwa fanya wana Kenya kazi.
Albeit, my name's Bruce Michael Bongo. And on this attack, I stand with the Gen Zs in this kind of a demonstration that is taking place today. And this is already an adjudication, and this is also embroidered in the book of I Write What I Want by Steve Biko. I want to broach this elucidation by ensuring that first we deconstruct the doxa of someone by the name William Samoei Ruto, who believes that power is a matter of applying totalitarianism into the populace that you are trying to govern. We are not going to allow this, and I urge us all to look as Christians, as real apologies of Christianity. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2, it goes on and says that when the righteous are in authority, the people really cherish and marvel. But when the evil ones are in authority, people groan. So Mr. William Ruto, we want to tell you that Kenyan populace have been growing ever since. We've been growing ever since you set foot on the house on the hill. We are going to take none of that this time round, because we know very well that the budget of Kenya is at a tune of 3.9 trillion. And now from this figure, when I try to use my acumenship of matrix, you are going to realize that 3.354 trillion is going to be captured from the direct taxation. What does it entail? It shows you that every Kenyan born today, born this hour, born this minute is going to pay a tune of 67,080 shillings. That is way beyond. Can't you think about it? Because if you divide 3.354 trillion by 50 million Kenyans, you're going to get 67,080. That is what is now shared on every Kenyan. It is not possible. And we really, really admonish you on the zens you have with these priests here. The church has also taken us for a ride. And this time we want to fix this country called Kenya. We want to fix the church, and we must fix William Samoei Ruto. It cannot go this direction because it reminds us of the dictatorial regime of the late Roman Empire under Ottoman, when him and the Persians were always trying every other means to inflict much more pain, aggravate the people, and put aganactosis on the people of the Greek. That is the same thing that is happening in this country today, but in this day and age, with this information on us, with the acumenship, the knowledge and the skills we have, we are not going to allow this. We believe that we have got the epicenter to be able to manage and govern ourselves. We can take this country back to the dogs and start afresh, just the same way our ancestors fought the British colonial rule and ensured that we had a fresh start without any form of discrimination whatsoever. We're not going to allow this, and we urge all the youths across board to come to the streets tomorrow. It is going to be fire, and we believe that we are unbogable this time round because the people have their power and their say is greater than this of the little boys and small girls in parliament. 200 people or so cannot mean much than the several Kenyans who are suffering. It is not possible, because if you look at it clearly, if I try to bring in for what we call the maintenances of the reality the Kenyan youths face today, we are not going to board this train called the bottom-up approach. I'm sorry that we had to find our way through that trajectory, even though we know very well that a wheelbarrow is a sign of hardship. And indeed, it is hardship that Kenyan populace are facing right now. We are not going to be cowed anyways. We are going to shout at you anytime. You plus your cronies, you're just the same. A well cannot have two different types of waters, the bad and the good. You are all contaminated. We want to believe this time that in the history of this republic, the Kenyan youths must know that wisdom is on the streets. Tomorrow, we must ensure that we perambulate all these streets, we march and walk, we do all that we can tomorrow. It must be done the Kisumu style.
My name is Kevin Gala, a resident of Kisumu County, and a member of Parliament, Kisumu Central Square People's Parliament. Firstly, I'd like this to cut across the entire nation, that a people united shall never be defeated.
Correct.
A people united shall never be defeated. Why am I saying so? The Gen Zs have echoed their concern. And their concern is registered. And we concur with their spirit to fight and struggle for this nation. I'd equally want to remind them that the struggle that they're fighting today did not start with the bill. The struggle they're fighting for today did not start with the finance bill. The worst man said that if you don't come out and fight for what is yours, then you are totally zero. And the worst man said that the time is now, not tomorrow. Therefore, we, as the members of People's Parliament Kisumu, are saying that tomorrow we are fully behind you. We are going to help you in this struggle to the end. However, we want you to know that a society is not built on Gen Z alone. Like my brother Bruce has said. Our society have a complete generation from O to Z. And we need to unite in order to succeed in this battle. William Samoei Ruto, this is a crisis that you yourself has brought upon yourself. You campaigned on a platform of lies. You came with the abracadabra political manifest that cannot be implemented and cheated these young people. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. The problem is not with the budget. The problem is not with the finance bill. The problem began the day that you campaigned on a political manifest full of lies. Yeah. In the name of hustlers versus dynasty. We are sorry, and we are not turning back anytime soon. And therefore, we want to urge all Kenyans to come out and fight for this. We cannot live like donkeys. Even donkeys are better, they have room to rest. You cannot work from morning to evening and go back home without anything. Even the Bible says that you shall sweat and eat. But today you sweat and go back home with nothing. Kenyans come out as patriots. I don't like the name Gen Zs. But I'd like this generation to know that they are future leaders. They are not Generation Zero. But they are future leaders. And in everything that they're doing, they must know that they're leaders. And the agenda must be about the future. There is no turning back. And they must register in their mind that in this struggle, this is a struggle that started from 1963. There are people who've died along this struggle. There are people who have been hanged in the name of coup while struggling to change the image of this nation. So this is a struggle that has been there and it must continue. It is a struggle that belongs to the entire generation, not Gen Zs alone. Our society is molded by the elderly. Our society is brought up by the younger generation. Our society needs the younger children in order for continuity. So the agenda is well registered. And we are fully behind you. We are completely behind you. On the basis that it continues until we succeed. There is no negotiation. I heard the president say yesterday that he's willing to talk to you. That could be as well as a trap. The only negotiation is that the bill should not be signed by the president. That is the only negotiation.
Exactly.
There is nothing that Zakayo can tell you he's going to do right now. He had all the time to make things right.
You are watching Media One International, always fast and fast. Like, share, and subscribe.